Korea's exports are back to double-digit drops, but there might be some light at the end of the tunnel as the figures could improve towards the latter half of the year. Kim Min-ji looks beyond the discouraging numbers.
Korea's exports took another dive in July, extending the downward trend to a record 19th straight month. The Trade Ministry says outbound shipments tumbled 10.2% from a year ago to $41 billion. There had been some hope for recovery after the pace of decline had slowed for the previous 2 months, but July's figure puts the drop back in double digits seen earlier in the year. Still, the fall was mainly attributed to temporary factors, such as fewer working days in the month, as well as a slump in ship exports.
When excluding temporary factors, the pace of decline in average daily exports in July was the lowest this year, so we believe it has maintained its recovery momentum.
But a spike in computer shipments and a slowing contraction in Korea's key export items, such as flat panel displays and petroleum goods, weren't enough to prop up the overall figures. Making matters worse, exports of ships plunged more than 40% on year due to delays in delivery, while shipments of cars also slid due to slow demand in emerging markets and strikes, which took a toll on production. Imports, on the other hand, fell 14% on year to $33.3 billion, also nosediving for the 19th straight month. With that, the trade surplus came to $7.8 billion in July, extending the surplus streak to 54 straight months. For the latter half of the year, the general consensus is that figures will gradually improve.
Although it's hard to say things are on a track of recovery, the pace of decline will slow, since it doesn't seem that oil prices will fall much further. Also, releases of new tech products will likely boost exports, and there'll also be a base effect as outbound shipments fell a lot last year.
As for unfavorable conditions ahead, experts cite a supply glut from China, as well as a slowdown in emerging economies. Rather than providing industries with general measures to boost overall exports, analysts say the government needs to provide more customized support so companies can come up with new items that other countries have yet to develop. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.